Hello, everybody. It's Dark Matter with another exciting video. All right, in today's exciting video, guys, I got a piece of mystery wood here, and I don't know what it is. Now, I got it from my cousin, and he said it came over on a skid full of them, and that they came from South America. So I have no idea what it is. We'll get a good look at it there. All the way down. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Just looks like an old piece of wood to me, but we're going to find out. If you guys know what it is, let me know. We're going to cut it on the bandsaw to a more usable size. We'll see if we can't make a box out of it or something, you know. But, yeah, it's pretty rough looking. I have no idea what it looks like inside. We're going to find out. Hopefully it's pretty. Whatever it is, it's heavy. It's a very dense wood. This piece of wood must weigh close to 50 pounds. So it's a real heavy piece of wood, whatever it is. I'm gonna imagine some kind of hardwood. See the end grain there, and this is how I got it. So I haven't done nothing to it, and I'm gonna get cut on the bandsaw here and get a good chunk of it, and we're gonna try to make a box or something out of it. All right, so let me get set up for that, and I'll bring you back. Stick around.
The power of the dark side.
Oh, man. Well, that was different. That is some hard wood right there. You can't really see too good because my bandsaw was having one hell of a time going through that. But whatever it is, it looks like it'll be pretty. Here, let me back you out a little bit. It looks like it might be some pretty wood in there. Got burned up a little bit. That bandsaw was working overtime to get through this stuff. It is hard. This is some hard wood. This is probably the hardest wood I've ever messed with. It's heavy too. This little piece right here, this has got to be a good 2.5 to 5 pounds of wood. I'm guessing. I'm not very good at guessing weight, but it's heavy for how big it is. You know, it don't look like it would be, but it is some heavy stuff, man. All right, let me get it in a chuck, and or at least between centers. I think I'm gonna put it between centers, and get a good tenon on it so that I can put it in the chuck. Okay. All right, I'll bring you back when I'm all set up. All right, well, got it in there. I'm gonna back you up just a little bit. There we go. Get a different angle. Well, if I can get a different angle on this. There we go. We're going to put a tenon right where the old tenon was. And, man, I tell you what, this wood is so hard. The drive spur didn't even want to go into the wood. I had to beat the heck out of it to get it in there. And, well, with a wooden mallet, so it didn't hurt it any. But We're gonna try to get a decent tuning on this. And we're gonna do it quick because I want it in the truck where it's safe. This thing comes out, man, it's gonna hurt if it hits me. All right, let's get to it. There we go. I don't know. That should. Oh, we'll see. See if we can get that. Well, you can kind of see it there. Whatever it is, it's red. It's gonna be a redwood. That's fine. That's fine with me. That's fine and dandy. I think it's pretty underneath all this ugliness, and we're gonna find out, man. Looks like it's got some serious cracks in it. So I don't know if I can get past them enough to do anything with this or not. But we're gonna give it a good try here and see what happens. All right, let me get this flipped around and put it in the truck where I feel safer with it, and spin it around. So I'll bring it back. All right, we got it in there pretty tight. Cracks. See if I can't work them out. Got room to do it, I think. But man, this is some hard wood. It don't even like to cut. It's pretty though. All right, let's keep at it. Ooh, man. I don't know what it is, but it is hard. Still gotta get that crack out. I may have to bust out the carbides. I hate to do that. Well, let's see if I can't get in there with a better gouge maybe. All right. Well, as you can see, look what the gouge did to that. This wood, I just sharpened my tools. They're razor sharp. Well, they were. I don't know if they still are or not, but it just does not want to cut this stuff. Man, it's pretty wood though. Look how red it is. See all that purple in it? Wonder. I don't think it's Purple Heart, but whatever it is, it's pretty. Let's try something else. Let me set up for a skew. Maybe a skew will do it. Skew's doing it, but man, it ain't liking it. I doubt very seriously this detail gouge will do it, but we'll find out. Yeah, it's not working either. Yeah, the traditional tools just ain't liking this at all. Let me get a carbide. See what a carbide does to it. See if this is any better. The carbide seems to be doing it. And it looks like, well, we still got that crack. Gotta get past that crack. So, I'm not exactly sure what this will turn out to be. I may just make a small cup to hold pens in or something. I'm not sure, because the only other thing I could think of to make out of this is a mallet. Man, as heavy and as hard as it is, I bet it'd make one hell of a mallet. It's pretty wood. It's really pretty. It's got a lot of purple in it, and I likes purple. But we'll see. We'll just keep going with it and see if we can't get cleaned up. I'm gonna try a round nose carbide on it, see if that makes it any better or not. And if it doesn't, I'll go back to the square one. But man, this wood does not like to be turned at all. Oh, not on my little lathe anyway. I'm imagining if I had a great big mean lathe, it would do all right. But this little Harbor Freight lathe just, it don't have the power to, or the torque I think it needs to be aggressive with this wood. All right, well, let's get back to it. Man, that's some pretty wood, but holy smokes, is it hard. I'm gonna wonder if it is Purple Heart, but man, it's hard. It's so hard. You know, this stuff is harder than oak by double at least. It's just, I've never worked with a piece of wood so hard before. No comment. Anyway, we'll get this cleaned up a little bit. I'm not sure what to do with this at this point. Man, it is pretty wood though. Maybe I'll make a little box, just a little one. I don't know what it would be used for, but see what happens. Just a little trinket box maybe. Maybe you could keep chapstick in it or something, you know, beeswax, chapstick. All right, well, we'll figure something out. We'll make a little tiny box out of it, I suppose, for now, until I can figure out something better to do with it. Boy, it's pretty though. Look how red it is. These are here's the shavings we're getting off of it. You know, so, I mean, if you guys know what kind of wood this is, let me know. It's got a really purple, reddish purple tint to it, or maybe a dark brown. It acts a lot like mahogany, but you know, the way the wood chips look, they look a lot like mahogany wood chips. It's got that same almost red color as mahogany. Here's a piece of mahogany right here that I was messing with. And see, the mahogany is a lot lighter than this, so this is a redder color, like almost like Purple Heart. It may be Purple Heart, but if it is, it's a strange type of, I don't think it is though. I don't know. I don't know what it is. All I know is it's pretty. It's got a pretty color to it. If I can get it cleaned up enough to actually see the grain in it, and sandpaper will do that, but yeah. See if I can't get you on it better. See, I'll turn that light off and then maybe that'll help. Get a real. Now it's dark. It's dark. It's pretty dark in here, as you can see in the background. It's pretty dark in here. That's just from the overhead light. But if you guys know what this is, man, please let me know. Like I said, here's the clues I got. It came from South America on a skid. The piece I showed in the beginning of the video, man, it had to weigh almost 50 pounds, man. It's a really dense, heavy wood. It's got a really dark, reddish, brown color to the wood. It's really pretty, just really, really hard to work with. So I'm gonna make a small box out of this, I think, and see how it turns out. I'm not guaranteeing I'll make much more out of this stuff because it's so hard to work with. But yeah, all right, well, let's get back to it. All right. Let's drill it out a little bit. I'm gonna cut it off right about in here somewhere, I think. And go from there. Let me get set up, I'll bring you back. All right, drilling this wood, it's kind of weird. I didn't notice it so much when I was just, shaping it with the carbide cutters or any of my gouges or the skew. But when I was drilling it, it got hot and it started to burn a little bit. And I could smell it. And when Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but it kind of smells like cinnamon. I guess that's the best description I can give of it. It smells like cinnamon. So that's weird. But if that helps at all, uh, yeah, let me know what the heck this wood is. It's odd. It's definitely different. All right, here we go. Back that out just a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if cinnamon's the right fragrance or not, but I think man, that's close. I know I've smelt that smell before somewhere in cooking. And it reminds me of cinnamon, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure, but man, it has a funky smell to it. Not funky. It says it actually smells really good, but man, I don't know what it is. It's odd. Definitely odd. All right, well, I got to flip this around the tool rest and see if I can't get in there and hollow that out just a little bit. Hopefully we don't get hurt doing this. All right, I'll bring you back in a second. All right. All right. Hopefully they don't crack on me. Doesn't look like it cracked, but it's got some weird wood grain to it. So we're gonna, I think I'm gonna recess the inside of this, or the outside of this a little bit, so it just sits inside the other part. All right, so now we got that part done. This is gonna be the top piece, okay? It's gonna be the top. Let me get this all switched around, I'll bring it back. Alright, I gotta sand this up, and I'll bring you back when we put the finishing paste on it, okay? Well, the sanding paste. Get it all sanded up. Alright, I'll bring you back in a little bit. Alright, well, I got it sanded up real good. And we're gonna use some Axe on it. See how that does. Get it sanded up good that way. Alright. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's just a clean, dry. There it is. Let's just put the sanding paste. Alright. Let's get to the finishing paste. We'll do the finishing paste. Now, I'm not gonna put no finish on it yet. I'm doing what I can right now to this top to get it ready, because I'll put the finish on at the end when it's all finished. But for the inside of it and whatnot, I can't do that once I cut it off. So we're doing that right now. I ain't too worried about what the inside of it looks like so much. It is pretty because of the Axe, but the outside will be finished, the inside won't. Alright, we'll put some of the Axe polish restoring paste on there. There we go. There's that. Let me see if I can get you in closer. Very pretty. I don't know. I don't know what kind of wood this is, but it's pretty. It's hard. It's some pretty dense wood. Very, very pretty. Very pretty indeed. Alright, so I'm going to cut it off now. And then we'll start working on the bottom box. Part of the box. Alright, stick around. Very pretty. All right, there's the top. I'm gonna drill in and do the inside of it a little bit. Get it just big enough for that box lid to fit in. Yeah. All right, I went ahead and I drilled out the hole already. Because you see me do that anyway, so, I mean, wasn't no sense in boring you with it again, right? All right, so let me haul this out just a little bit, and we'll check the cap and see if the cap's gonna fit the top. Boy, it's hard. You know what's hard when it's giving carbides a hard time cutting. I can't believe that, but it's true. All right, let's, I know it's not gonna be, but we're gonna check it anyway, just to be sure. Oh yeah, I gotta go quite a ways yet. Quite a ways. All right, so let's get to it. That ain't no good. Damn chicken ass. All right. All right, well, we got straightened back out. See if this lid will fit on there. Not quite yet. It's all right. We'll get it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut a little lip on the inside of this box. Cut it up until that box fits. Right, because the box itself is big enough. Box itself is big enough. I'm just going to put a little lip in there so that the box top lip will sit inside of it. That should be deep enough, I think. I could hold. Oh yeah, it's got room to play too, so that's cool. I like that. I didn't want it to be tight. And it's not. This is going to be a very small little box. Maybe good for keeping paper clips in or something. So let's, now that that's done, I'm going to mark the bottom so I know where to cut it off on the bottom. And then I'm going to sand it up, okay? So let's do that part real quick. All right, well, I wanted it to have a pretty thick bottom. The inside bottom is that little dot right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's right there. So it's got, I don't know, good. I'm going to guess good 1/4 inch between the two. And that's because I want to concave the bottom a little bit so that when I set it on, when it sits on the table or a surface, you know, table surface or whatever it's going to sit on, it sits kind of flush and it doesn't rock. All right, let's get her cut off. Well, we're not going to cut it off. We're going to cut it for being cut off, but we're not going to cut it completely off, and that way we can sand it and get the lid back on it so that we can kind of shape it a little bit too, maybe. All right. Looks good. Should be all right. I'm gonna sand it up. I'm gonna sand it up, and I'll bring you back when it's all sanded up, and we'll go from there. I forgot. Some of you guys like to watch sanding, so we'll give you a little bit of it. It's 120 grit. I don't think it is. 150. 150. Really strange wood. Well, it does the sandpaper. Beat the crap out of it to get the. It's almost like, I don't know, just tough to sand. Everything about this box has been tough. Only good thing about it being so hard like it is, it didn't break anywhere. I still got to do some more sanding. I'm going to do that, and I'll bring you back when I'm finished and ready to put the paste on it. All right, we're going to go back into it with the axe. Abrasive sanding paste there. Get some on there. We really got the heat to it that time. All right. So there's that. Let's get the finishing paste on there. There we go. There it is with the finishing paste. Okay, so now I think I'm gonna put some friction polish on it. Might have to figure out how I'm gonna do the top of it yet. I know I'm gonna have to stick it in the jaws to clean the top of it up. Get the top all shiny, but yeah, let's get some friction polish on this part, and then I'll worry about the top in a minute. All right, here we go. There it is. Coat of friction polish on it. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Gonna cut it off, and then we're gonna get the top back in the jaws back here, and clean up the top of it a little bit, like, wait, if I don't break it. Clean the top of it up here. See, get that nice and flat. Shine that up, and then we'll think about a finial of some sort for it. Alright, I got it cut off. I just cut it off with the saw. You guys see me do that before. So I got to cut that nub off and get it back in the chuck somehow, or maybe reverse chuck it. I don't think it'll let me. I don't think it's big enough to reverse chuck. So we'll have to get it back in the jaws or make a jam chuck for it. I may make a jam chuck for it just so I can get it on there and clean that nub off. Sand it a little bit and throw some polish on it. I was afraid that was going to happen. That's alright, it didn't hurt it any. Just had to take that little nub off. Alright, I got the top polished up. Got a hole drilled to put the finial in. Got a coat of friction polish on it, and it all sanded up. And then the friction polish, of course, but yeah, all right. So the next step will be to make the finial real quick and glue it all together, and it should be done. All right, stick around. All right, we're gonna start the finial. I'm gonna make it out of a piece of curly maple. This is one that has a bunch of cracks in it. Stuff. We're only gonna use the part up here anyway, so. We're going to work past some cracks anyway, hopefully, and see what happens. Yeah, all right. Well, let's get to it. Shine juice. Alright, I'm going to cut it off and we'll finish up. Alright, there it is. There's the pinion. We're not finished yet. Let me get it glued in and I'll bring you back and we'll show you what it looks like. Alright? Alright. Alright guys, here it is. Right there. Check that out. Keeping with the Halloween theme, I figured we ought to put a crystal ball on there. For all the witches, warlocks, and mediums, or fortune tellers, if you will. Turned out pretty nice. Now, if y'all know what kind of wood this is down here, this wood here, I'd appreciate it if you'd leave me a comment down below and let me know. And, see if I can set this up somewhere. And, I appreciate y'all coming and watching to the end here. And it means a lot to me. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. As always, I'm your buddy. I'm your friend. I'm Dark Matter. And I'm out. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And don't forget to share this video to all your media sources. I'm your buddy, I'm your friend, I'm Dark Matter, and I'm out.
You don't know the power of the dark side.